My good people, welcome to my channel. Karibuni sana nawapenda. It's morning in the village. People have woken up. Cynthia here is sweeping the compound. There are some duties in the village that must and have to be done, like sweeping, picking litter. These activities always happen in the morning. So she has been cleaning. She has swept here. She's now sweeping this part of the compound. This side is already swept and it's looking neat. We have wheelbarrows there. Water has been fetched. Is my nephew there, Kelvin, is also trying to pick the litter from the compound. Our compound is usually very green because we have planted a lot of grass, but we have a forest and we have many trees, so that's why it's important to pick litter every morning, and sometimes even during the day when the wind blows too much and the trees they shed their leaves, then the litter has to be picked. So as usual in the village, it's usually very quiet. It's very quiet in the morning, during the day. Here you will not hear those hooting. You just hear the noise of the cows, the chicken, and the birds. So in our home, this is our home. In our home here, we have planted the arrowroots. These are the arrowroots. Mommy planted them here because it is a bit swampy and arrowroots love swampy areas. So we also have, in between we have the cassavas. She planted also the cassavas. But these arrowroots are so good at absorbing the water. So that's why we plant them, especially the waterlogged areas. So this part is waterlogged. And the trees have really helped in terms of water because they have really absorbed water in the compound, and the compound is now dry. So that there is a pumpkin. The pumpkin leaves can be used as vegetables. So this is our beautiful forest, and we really love it because if you come from the gate, the main gate, it offers the home a kind of privacy because it blocks the home. At the same time, sometimes we just walk inside the forest and it's very cool inside. Inside the forest, it's so cool. So yeah, those are the noises that you can hear from the village. The birds, and the cow. So we have a cow inside there because that is a cow shed. The cow is black, but you can see the tail maybe. Yeah, so that is our cow shed. in front we have the kitchen coop, and that there is our main house. So the serenity in the village is unmatched. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's serene, it's just calm. So I usually love when I come to the village because I don't feel the pressure of life. I just feel like I've settled. I feel like there's nothing that is bothering me. Unlike in the city, there's something going on every day. There's something going on every day. You are pushed by the pressure of life. The city life is usually very demanding. The demanding bit comes from the fact that you have to pay for everything. There are bills. In the village, it's different because most of the things like food you can easily get from the farm, or even if you have to buy, it's not as expensive as in the city. And that's why I really enjoy the village life. Look at this tree. This tree is called the bottle brush. I love how it looks. Bottle brush. And our compound, we have planted so many trees. So many trees. That's our cow there. It's still morning. Soon they will be taking it to graze. So, as I'm saying, in the village, there is a big difference between village life and the urban life. In the village, you see that many people are not as much stressed as people in the city. The village people will be suffering from maybe the common things like diseases, and they'll be mostly affected if it comes to the issue of diseases because they will not go to the hospital, or even accessing the hospital might be a problem. And that's all. But if they have health, for them that is a lot of wealth, because they'll just be okay. They'll be okay. They will eat. They'll work, and everything will be okay. But in the city, you have bills, you have education. The children have to go to school, and most of the people in the village, no, they'll just be focusing on free education, maybe that the government is offering. They'll not be stressing themselves to take their children to maybe private schools that demand them to pay more. But in towns, people will want their children to access better education, and therefore they'll be spending a lot of money on that. We have the bills like food, electricity, water, rent, and it's just a cycle that never ends. Paying one thing to another, month after month, and that will keep the people in the city on toes. Every day you have to work, and that's it. But for us in the village, this is just my village. I want to see you to see the simplicity of our village. Yeah, the simplicity of the village. The houses are just the basic houses. They are not permanent. Most of the people have semi-permanent houses, and they are contented. Contentment is key. Contentment is key. So I've walked all the way from our home to the gate. Yeah, so this is the fence. Our fence, and our fence has the sisal. So this is what we have planted to fence our farm from the outside. This is the road, the public road. The public road comes like that, and then you reach there. That is our gate right here. This is our gate, and it will take you the long stretch. This is the entryway. All this is the entryway of our home. So that's where I came from, all the way to here. So if we reach here, we take the main road up. If I go up, I'll be going to town. If I go down, I'll be going to the river. We have a river down there. One of these days, I'll take you to the river. So our fence, we have the barbed wire, and we also have the sisal. In the village, sisal is used to mark the boundary of one's farm. So this farm of ours, we have so many sisals that have been used to demarcate our land. You know, if your land in fact is bordering the main road like this one, the public road, then you have to show the boundary clearly. So that's what they did. So I said we have a forest that has offered us privacy. This is what I was talking about. Then these are just our neighbors. Our neighbors, it's early in the morning, and it's also the festive season, the Christmas season. It's just a day after the Christmas. Today is Boxing Day. So most of the people, if they really overindulged yesterday, that is Christmas Day, today they are still even sleeping. I don't see many people. I can just see the kids there going to fetch water. Another thing here, we have to fetch water from a common place in the village. That's where we go to fetch water. After fetching the water, you carry the water home. So the convenience is not there. Like in town, we'll just get the water right there inside the house. You have paid for it. So the convenience of things. But here things are difficult. To take a shower, you have to go and fetch water. The water is free, yes, but now that convenience. If you slept without water in the morning, the first thing you'll have to go fetch water before you prepare breakfast. So I hope you are enjoying our village. This neighbor of ours here has so many guava trees. I know when it's season, there'll be so many. So that's it. I'm going back home, and this is our entryway. I love our entryway. It's wide enough. It can accommodate 2 vehicles at the same time. So I love it. And then on this side we have this beautiful forest. The forest has lasted for some years now, and it has served as well. We have done construction, we have done fencing, and we have been getting a lot of wood from our forest. The beauty of it is that there'll always be new trees coming up after you cut. So that's the best thing about it. On the sides of our entryway, we planted these fence flowers. That's it. So as we go home, you walk on this entryway. Someone can run, vehicles can pass. So it's quite natural, it's beautiful. I love it. We used to have a gate here. I think my parents, they removed it, my mom. So from the gate, that's how you come in. So as you come in, you'll see that garden that I showed you with the arrowroot, a few bananas trees there. Yeah, so it's just morning time, morning activities. The children are doing cleaning, and then we take breakfast, and then we go now to the main duties of the day. It's festive season, so we don't have many things lined up. Basically cleaning, washing, doing the dishes, grazing the cattle. Like my nephew grazes the cattle. He's called Christian. Christian, how are you? How did you sleep? You slept well. You want to go and graze? You are going to graze right now? Where do you graze? In the farm? The forest? Okay, fine. Have a good day. So in the kitchen, breakfast is already ready. I just need to take breakfast. So that is water boiling there to be used to do the dishes. Cynthia is winding up with the cleaning. Here we take cleanliness very seriously. So that's why we normally bang there. My sister Cynthia has a YouTube channel. She really helps at home when she's during the holidays, when she's out of campus. Cynthia, how do you find this village life? It's good, but I can't say it's 99% or 100% good, because life itself in the village is very cheap. In terms like you can't buy water, vegetables, but when you want to eat something like meat, you need to go to town, because you don't have those shops near us. So we don't have the butcheries here. Yeah, butcheries. And then it might be expensive to buy meat, right? Yeah. And then when you want to access M-Pesa services. What? What did you say? M-Pesa. Or money transfer. Yeah, money transfer. You need to go to town. We don't have those shops here near us. In the village. Okay, so what Cynthia is trying to say is that in the village, you will get the vegetables, water is free, but if you want something like meat, you have to go all the way to town because they don't have butcheries around, and again it might be expensive for you. So you'll find that people in the village eating meat might be a problem unless someone decides to slaughter their chicken. Another thing in the village, you can't progress. Like people just want to we live at the same. They really have limited life. You can't build a nice house. You can't, like, they feel bad. They just want you to be uniform. You want, if you are poor, all of you should be poor. Yeah. You don't have to. But what if you now get the means and you build a better house? So that is where you draw the line. They don't want you to progress. Like, even if you have money, you should just limit your life so that you look the same. Yeah. But that is a bad thing. To me, that is a very bad thing. So Cynthia has brought. Cynthia, you are finished. You have brought up a very sensitive topic. You say that people don't want someone to progress. Even if you have money, you should just be on the same level. Or maybe that can explain why I've walked around and I've seen the houses, they look the same. Mud houses with iron sheets. So why don't people want someone else to maybe build a better house in the village? I think that will be progress, right?
Yeah, I think it's progress, and then, but most of the people don't see that like a progress, because I think we live in a competitive village whereby when you progress, it's like people want to compete and they can't. So when you build a better house, it brings a lot of chaos. Like, so after you can't greet someone, you can't associate with people in the village. They say that you are in another level, so they can't associate with you because you have a better life. And then it can bring tragedies in your family. Like, they even at night they come and steal. They just bring a lot of problem. But when you are just like them, they interact with you. They make with you stories. They come to visit you frequently. But when you have a better house or a better life than them, they'll be like, we don't interact with that because she's on another level. So they eliminate even you.
Oh, that is very, very bad. You know, for me, I I believe that if one family progresses, I think that is now it will show that this village is growing.
Yeah, true.
Yes, but now if you just want to remain in the same state and you see it as nothing else can explain that because that is just pure jealousy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a healthy competition. Yeah, if you say that you'll be okay if you are the same,
Level.
yeah, you are on the same level, even in poverty now, if someone gets a problem, who is going to help who? So I think that village mentality is not good, that we should just all be the same.
Yeah, compared to town where people like progress. Yeah.
Y-
Town.
Yeah, and that's why the towns, people living around the town, they have really progressed. They have story buildings, they have nice houses.
Because that is normal. Someone, even if you go to town and build a mad house, they like, it's like
Now
it's
that will
unique.
be odd, right?
Yeah.
In the town, like people will be shocked. Why is this person wasting land closer to town, building a mad house like this one?
But
But
but in the village, again in town when you build a story building, a blocked house, people will be like, they will come down and even contribute to ideas. Just build like this. I have a good contractor. He can help this and this. But in the village, no one even will move closer.
no one will give you the support.
Yeah.
And if you hire even people from the village to come and assist you when you are doing such construction, they'll talk very badly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they will not do the work wholeheartedly. Maybe they'll want to do it in a bad way so that the building does not come out well. So most of the time, if you decide to construct in the village, you might be coming with even people that just do the handwork from other towns. So that is the thing that you really dislike about the
That
village.
is what I dislike in the village.
Yeah,
Because
the village is peaceful. Yeah, and then some things you'll get them for free. So I'll let Cynthia go. Cynthia has really shed light on the most sensitive things in the village. And I had not even imagined that in the village people will not be happy if you have positively progressed. I'm really shocked that in the village people will not give you support if you are trying to better your life more than theirs. That's really weird. My people, tell me what you think. Is that the same thing in your village, or in your village people show support? In your village people love each other? But that is now poverty mentality. That's something that that's something that you cannot change easily from the minds of people. The poverty mentality means that um, I think there is a thin line between poverty and envy, such that if you see someone doing better than you would feel bad that why am I suffering and someone is doing better. So I think for them they'll be contented, or they'll be happy if they see that we are all suffering the same. But if someone else is doing more than they are, or better than they are, they'll feel really, really bad. And I think that might make me to hate the village, because how will you just live in an area that you can't progress? You're just stagnant. If it's about fetching water, you'll have to go and fetch water at the same place. If you dig your own borehole, it's a problem. And maybe you're just trying to make your life to be easier. If you try to build a better house, then it will also bring chaos. Why? Um, my people, I'm really disturbed. This is disturbing me. Um, I thought the village is silent, but now I've gotten the answer why people are not pushing themselves. It feels laid back. Now I get answers slowly by slowly. You know, Cynthia is our last born and she has stayed in the village. For some of us, we left when we were going to campus and we never came back. We come 1-2 days to visit and we disappear. So for her, she has grown here. She's still living here. Recently, she moved to campus, but she comes home. So I think she has interacted better with the villagers, and she understands. So I think I have the answers now for what has really been disturbing my mind. That why is the village laid back? Why are the houses just looking like this? Most of the houses are mud houses with iron sheets. They are not big, they are just the same size. And she has said, if you do that, if you move just slightly a bit higher, build a permanent house, you don't have friends. You don't have peace. People will come even at night and terrorize you, so that to just make you feel uncomfortable, because they want you to be in the same level. And I say that I think that needs more than prayers, so that people can just be emancipated from this poverty mentality that we all have to suffer the same. No one should have it easier than the rest. My people, let me take breakfast. We'll meet again. I'll be showing you more of the village. I've just seen my nephew came to graze the cattle this side. I love my nephews. They're hardworking. They really help at home. Like, he is the eldest grandchild, my mom's grandchild, so he's my eldest nephew. He's looking after our 3 cattle. We only have 3. One, we milk one to get enough milk for us, because we are just a small family. So let me take tea. Thank you for tuning in to this moment, to this point. Kindly subscribe to my channel, show me some love. And then my sister that we have just talked to, Cynthia Maindo, she has a YouTube channel. She has a YouTube channel called Cynthia Maindo. Kindly subscribe to her channel. She'll show you more of the village life. Bye.